If you're thinking about moving to Litchfield County, Connecticut, and you want someone to just tell you which town to pick, maybe you've done the research, you've watched the videos, you've looked at the maps, and you just want a straight answer, that's exactly what this video is. I'm going to rank 6 top towns we work in on a daily basis all across Litchfield County, and I'm going to rank them by value, by taxes, by lifestyle, by how competitive the market is right now. And by the end of this, you're going to know which one fits you. Let's start with best value, because this is where most of you are going to land first. Number 1 for value, and it's not even close, is Torrington. Median home price is $285,000. That is by far the lowest in the county by a significant margin. And before you say, the taxes in Torrington are horrible, the mill rate is 38.45. Yes, but on a $285,000 home, the dollar amount is actually going to look very different than a mill rate of 20 on a $500,000 home. You have to run both numbers. Torrington wins on value. Full stop. Number 2 for value is Watertown. The median right now is $378,500, and that number has been moving. April 2026 closed sales were up 81% year over year, 15 days on market, just 32 homes available. Watertown is moving faster than almost any other town in Litchfield County, and it's at a price point that still gives you real room. The mill rate is 30.04. It's higher than the middle of the pack, but the purchase price keeps your total cost very manageable. Number 3 for value is Bethlehem. The median price is $440,000 year to date, and here's what makes Bethlehem interesting. It's one of the only towns in the county where buyers are still able to negotiate. Sellers are getting about 96.8% of list price, but almost every other county is over 100%. There are only 11 homes on the market, though. That means you have leverage you simply do not have in Litchfield or Morris if you want to negotiate on a home in a beautiful Connecticut hill town. Bethlehem is your move right now. Litchfield, Morris, and Washington rank 4 through 6 on pure value, but that's not why people buy there, and we're going to get to that. Because this is the one that trips up more relocation buyers than anything else. Here's the ranking from lowest to highest on mill rate. Washington is 10.85. Morris is 19.43. Litchfield is an even 20. Bethlehem is 22.58. Watertown is 30.04. And Torrington is 38.45. Washington wins this category, and it's not even remotely close. 10.85 is one of the lowest mill rates in the entire state of Connecticut. For buyers coming from New Jersey or New York, where property taxes are genuinely brutal, this number is going to stop you in your tracks. And yeah, the median home price in Washington just hit $941,000 in April, up 38% from last year. So you're paying it in purchase price. But if you have the budget and taxes are your primary concern, Washington is your answer. Morris is second at 19.43. And here's the thing about Morris. You get low taxes and Banham Lake, Connecticut's largest natural lake. That combination drives demand, which is why Morris is one of the most competitive markets in the county. Low tax rate, lakeside living in the same zip code. People pay attention to that. Litchfield is third at a mill rate at 20 in a town that looks like a Norman Rockwell painting in New England is genuinely good. And with a year-to-date median of $530,000, you're getting real value for the tax relative to what the lifestyle delivers. And real quick, if you're watching this and trying to figure out which of these towns actually fits your budget, when you run the all-in number, including taxes, the mortgage, the insurance, everything, that's exactly what we help buyers do on our free Zoom relocation planning. 30 minutes, no pressure. We will help you figure out your number, the must-haves, and where you should be looking. Now let's get into lifestyle, because this is where it gets personal. What is the best lifestyle for you? Litchfield, and I'm going to tell you why. The town green, the school system, the walkable historic downtown, the community events, the restaurants, the sense of place that is genuinely hard to find anywhere in Connecticut. If you want to start out somewhere with a real identity, real roots, real New England character, Litchfield is the answer. The median home price of $530,000 year to date, buyers are getting 101% of list price, meaning the market's very active. There's 13 new listings in April, and that's up about 40% year over year. People are still choosing Litchfield. It is the best choice for the outdoor recreation seeking buyer. Speaking of outdoor recreation, next up we have Morris. You get the hiking trails, the open space, the privacy, a real community of people who moved here specifically for the lifestyle. And then you close the door at night and it's quiet, genuinely quiet. The kind of quiet you can't buy in Fairfield County. Year to date, median is about $675,000. There's only 8 homes available as of the time of this video. When something right comes up in Morris, you move on it. Best lifestyle for the buyer that wants city energy without city prices? Torrington. It has a real downtown. You'll find the Warner Theater there, the restaurants. Make sure you go check out Geppetto's, a walkable Main Street, Route 8 access. If you're coming from a city and you're not ready to give up all of that, Torrington keeps some of it alive at a price point nobody else in the county can touch. You have a BJ's, you have a Walmart, you have Stop and Shop. Now, how about somebody who wants the best lifestyle for the luxury buyer who wants absolute privacy, prestige? You want Washington. Rolling hills, horse farms, stone walls. Currently 23 homes on the market. That's down about 30% from last year. And the median home price just hit $941,000 as of the time of this video. This is the top of Litchfield County market, and the lifestyle reflects it. It is remote, but it is stunning. And the mill rate at 10.85 means you're keeping significantly more of your money every single year for your taxes. The best lifestyle for the buyer who wants quiet rural feel without the luxury price tag? Go to Bethlehem. It's small, it's slower, it's still beautiful. There's 11 homes available. And right now, buyers have some negotiating room, and it's almost unheard of in this county. Then there's Watertown. It's the best lifestyle for the commuter who wants it all. Great restaurants. Go to Roma's. Largest inventory in any town we've covered with 32 houses on the market. 15 days on market, meaning it's active, but not insane. You have Route 8, you have 84, and a price point that gives you a real house, a real yard, and a quality of life without a financial stretch. Now let's talk about the most competitive market, because you need to know where you're actually going to be able to make a move. The most competitive by far is Watertown. 15 days on market, closed sales price up 81% year over year, and sellers are getting 100% of list price. Inventory dropped from 44 homes to 30. This market is moving faster right now than anything else in the county, and if you're shopping Watertown, you need to be ready. The second most competitive is Litchfield. 103.5% of list price to sales price this past month, and pending sales are up 300% year over year. 13 new listings came on, and buyers absorbed them fast. When a good house hits in Litchfield, it does not sit. Third on this list is Morris with 8 homes available, 2.8 months supply of inventory. It's a small sample for this month with longer days on market, but the year to date tells the real story. Demand is consistent and the supply is tight. So don't get tricked by single month data in a town that closes 30 or so sales a year. Fourth on the list is Washington, which has 23 homes currently available, 5.4 months supply, and sellers are accepting 91.8% of list price year to date, meaning there is room to negotiate. This is genuinely the most buyer-friendly luxury market in the county right now. Fifth on this list is Bethlehem with 11 homes on the market. Sellers are at 96% of list price, so you have leverage here as well. It is a slow-moving market in the best possible way if you're a buyer. And sixth is Torrington. It has the highest volume, the most selection, the most options for a buyer. That's actually a good thing. You're not desperate. You have choices. So here is my overall ranking for 2026. The one pick, if you can only choose one now. And remember, we are the most trusted relocation team in Connecticut. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We've got your back when you're moving to or from Connecticut. You can book your free Zoom call and start planning with us. My number one town in Litchfield County for 2026, and the one I keep coming back to when I run all four categories together, it's Watertown. And here's why. 15 days on market tells you the demand is real. Closed sales are up this year, and the momentum is building. A year-to-date median is $370,000. It gives you real value still. You have access to Route 8 and 84. It solves the commute question. And 32 homes available means you're not walking into a situation where you have to panic bid on the very first house you see. Watertown is the town that checks most boxes for most buyers in this county. And right now, it's not the most glamorous answer, but it is the correct answer. You're still only 15 minutes to Banham Lake and the award-winning restaurants in Litchfield. Next up, let's talk about something that ties all of this together, because I get asked the same questions constantly, and I want to answer it for you properly right here. The question is, Dave, how do we actually choose which town? The answer is always the same. It's three things. Budget all in, not just the purchase price, but the taxes, the insurance, the cushion for what the house is going to need. Next, the commute reality, not the Google Maps best case scenario, but what your Tuesday morning is actually going to look like when you need to be somewhere at 8:30. And then lastly, your lifestyle honesty, not the life you're imagining on a Saturday afternoon in October when everything's perfect, but the life you're going to live on a February Tuesday when it's dark at 4:30 in Connecticut and you're 30 minutes from the nearest grocery store or gas station. When those three things are clear, the right town picks itself. I've seen it happen over and over. The buyer who was convinced they wanted Washington ends up in Watertown because the commute didn't work. The buyer who came in shopping Torrington and ends up in Litchfield because they ran the real numbers. The jump was smaller than they thought, and the lifestyle was exactly what they wanted. That's not a sales pitch. That's what I see on a daily basis with the buyers and sellers we are working with. So here's what I want you to do. If you've been watching these Litchfield County videos, these Fairfield County videos, these Connecticut videos, and you're getting serious, and this county is genuinely on your list, reach out and let's have a conversation. Let me know your budget, your commute, your lifestyle. We will match you to the right town and the right agent, and you'll leave the call knowing where you should be looking instead of feeling more confused than when you started. We've helped buyers from New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Florida to California, all the way over to the Czech Republic, all of them relocating to Connecticut, and all of them trying to figure out the same thing you're trying to figure out. And the ones who took 30 minutes to have that conversation with my team made better decisions faster with less stress. Now, here's something else most buyers in this market get wrong, and I want to flag it before you start making offers. Litchfield County is a market of micro markets. The county level data tells one story, the town level data tells another, and the street level reality tells a third. I've seen buyers use county data to make town level decisions, and they end up overpaying. I've seen buyers use last year's data in a town where the market shifted dramatically in the last 90 days. Watertown's days on market are dropping from 38 to 15 in a single month. That's not something you're going to catch on Zillow. Washington's median price jumping 38% in April alone is not going to show up in the outdated articles people are sharing on Facebook. That's why working with someone who actually tracks these markets in real time matters. The data I just walked you through came from the most recent MLS data feed. You want to know my overall number one? I already told you it's Watertown. But here's the thing. That's my pick for most buyers in this situation. Your number one might be completely different. And that's why I'm going to make dedicated videos on every one of these towns. If the Village Green and the lifestyle is calling you, go do the deep dive on Litchfield I just did. Click here and I'll meet you over there.